Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Julie and I am the knitwear designer behind Twin Stitches Designs. Today we are March 15th and it is just about 10 a.m. in the morning. I am so happy to always be coming back with you guys. It has been a little bit of a while since the last podcast because our whole house got sick with the flu and it has just been completely turned our home upside down. But I have been doing some knitting and I've kind of been piling them up so that when I did have a chance to podcast with you all, that everything is here. I hope that you are well wherever you are in the world and you are ready to dive into all of the knitting with me. I'm just really excited, as always, to share all of my makes. I never mentioned, but this is a knitting channel where I share my love of yarn and obsession. I would say an obsession of knitting and yarn hoarding, which I'm trying to get better at this year, but it's not gone well up to now. But I am just super excited to share with you guys everything that I've been working on. So first up, you can find me on Julienne. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry, both as Julienne Knitter. I will chat. This is how long I've been out of practice. You can find everything I chat about down below this video. And if you have any questions, please place them below the video on YouTube and I will answer them as soon as I possibly jump into the knitting. I want to chat about a few administrative things. So the first up is we are going to be having a 20K giveaway over on Instagram. I can't believe we've hit 20,000 followers, which is a little bit crazy in the most incredible way. But if you do not follow me over there, definitely do. I always link it below and I will be posting about the 20K giveaway later this week. I've collaborated with some of my favorite makers to bring to you a very, very fun 20K giveaway. The second thing I want to mention is Knit Picks is having a Felici sale. Like, Felici is amazing. Felici is a self-striping yarn by Knit Picks and it is 30% off right now, which crazy. I'm going to put a photo here of the Felici and I will put my affiliate links down below. So what that means is that if you purchase through them, I earn a commission for sending you their way. But I definitely wanted to mention that because anytime I mention it after the fact, I get some emails of people saying that they've missed out or on the sale. So definitely go pause my video and go over on the Knit Picks website and order whatever your heart desires because they're 30% off. It comes in fingering weight as well as worsted weight. They are great for socks because they do have that nylon. So if you're looking for something a little bit more heavier than fingering weight, they do have Felici worsted weight, which is amazing. And I do have a few skeins of worsted weight that I'm going to be knitting up for some Christmas gifts this year. And the third administrative thing that I want to chat about is we have a few knit-alongs happening over in the Patreon group. We currently have your stash down, which just means that we are working through our stash. So anything you've purchased before January 1st, knit it up in whatever pattern you want, and that counts. As well as the whip down. We kind of did like a stash down and whip down, which is super cute and fun. So whip down just means that you are working through your works in progress. I have a small little bundle here. This is my works in progress and I'm trying to get through them by June. It was originally supposed to be like just a 3-month knit along or 3 or 4 month and we've been loving it so much that we extended it all the way to June. So definitely come and over and join the Patreon group and try to finish out your whips. And this could be like, I don't care if it's like finishing the toe of a sock. I don't care. We just want to make sure that you are going through your bags and your project bags and finishing up those works in progress. That's all that is. Like, it's really that simple. So definitely come on over. It's a lot of fun. I actually finished a work in progress that I'm super excited to share. Finally off the needles after a little too long. But yeah, so that's all the administrative things. And I've got my smoothie here. I know, I swear that I don't have a coffee. I drank my coffee, my smoothie's my breakfast. Trust me, after that, it's another coffee. So grab your beverage of choice in knitting and let's dive right in first to what I have finished. First up on the finished objects is one that you would have seen if you follow me on Instagram. It is also something that was a work in progress on the last podcast. This is my Jackie O cardigan. This was a collaboration that I did with We Are Knitters, and it is a free pattern over on my website, which is twinstitchesdesigns.com. I will link below. It's really just a super fun, super bulky cardigan. And I finished it off with these beautiful buttons that I showed off the last podcast. I will link it below. And I use We Are Knitters Super Bulky, the wool, in Dusty Pink. In the last podcast, I just had a sleeve to do as well as the buttons, and I'm so happy to say that it is done. I really love it. I love how big and bulky it is. I just really love it. So there's some full photos and everything on the blog post, but yeah, it's done. I used up 5 skeins of these super bulky yarn, and it comes in one size. Like this size is almost a 60-inch bust, so it's really like an oversized cardigan. Yeah, I've talked about it a lot on the podcast, but I just think these buttons really made it perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I'm just so happy to get that out to you all. And honestly, you guys, you blew me away with how excited you were for this sweater pattern. I was not expecting you guys to love it as much as you did, especially because it's a super bulky sweater. I wasn't sure how many people were going to be excited for it or want to knit it up, but just a huge thank you to everybody who went over to the blog post or pinned it on Pinterest. So that is free right now over on my website. I have had a few requests of me writing up the pattern. That will be happening. I'm just not sure when I have the time. I wanted to get it done, and then we continued getting sick and it wasn't getting better. So right now I'm just trying to catch up on a few things because I've been so sick for the past month, as well as the girls, and so I'm just trying to catch up. And once I've caught up, then I will definitely be writing the pattern for that Jackie O cardigan. The second thing, or actually second and third thing that I finished was actually a new design that was not casted on the last podcast. I grabbed myself a big tote. I collaborated with Whitney of MoonGlow, which is, she has so many beautiful, sorry if I'm still recovering from this silly cold. We came out this past weekend with 2 brand new sock kits and sock patterns called April Showers and May Flowers. So first up is April Showers. So super duper cute. Oh, you see it better. And a gradient fades into the blue. And then you can see the toe. I also did a fun fade. You guys bought out Whitney of her kits, so she's currently sold out of this kit, as well as May Flowers. If you are looking for some patterns for some mini skeins, this is your pattern. I mean, you can use up so many beautiful colors and it would just work out just beautifully. I'm loving these colors. So she had some sock sets for both of these and they are sadly both sold out. She does have the full skeins in her shop. Definitely go and check it out. But these patterns were released. I have not yet cast on the second one for that one. They were released and I just want to say a huge thank you. This pattern, especially the April Showers, I was not expecting, like, you guys have been blowing me away, seriously. Yeah, like this one was such, like, it made it to the Hot Right Now Ravelry top page. Like, it was ridiculous, the excitement over these April showers. So many people said that they absolutely loved the raindrops, and then the addition of like the stripes, and just a huge thank you to everybody for sharing and commenting and all of that. So thank you. Yeah, when you come out with new designs, I don't care how many designs I've come out with, I will always get that same nervousness for every single design, and my husband can completely attest to this. I get so nervous and I think, okay, well, is anybody else gonna like it? You know, like, because I design things that I think are beautiful, and I'm like, okay, well, is anybody else gonna like it? Or are they not? You know, how you never know the response you're gonna get. And I was not expecting the type of response that you guys completely blew me away. So thank you. These the fourth finished object. Oh, you guys. This was a work in progress that I had put away from last year, and I finally finished it. My Scrappy Socks. This was my pattern, my perfect Scrappy Socks, and they are finally done. I had finished one sock completely. This was the one. This was finished completely for the release, because for this one I had knit up one sock of this one and one sock of Polka Dot Creek. So this one was completely done. And you guys, this is how ridiculous this was. I put in my bag, I was at, where was I? I was at the Purple Stripe. I was just about to do the toe and these stripes, and that was it. And this pair of socks would have been done. But I was silly and I just put it away in my bag and never picked it up. So for our knit along in our Patreon group, I'm trying to pick up these old works in progress and finish them and get the bags. But I love it. So this was a one-of-a-kind 10 gram mini skein set from Molly of a Homespun House in her Walk This Way. It's no longer available, but she does have other beautiful mini skein sets. And this pattern is my perfect Scrappy Socks. I do get asked questions for my sock blockers. Sadly, these are no longer available. I bought them on Etsy a few years ago, and the seller no longer sells them, so I apologize. I do get questions every time I post about them. For the socks, I knit them cuff down on 2.25 millimeter needle, and yeah, I did the short row heel, and that's about it. So I'm really, really happy to have these done. I mean, they're so beautiful. So pretty. Yeah, really love them. And I still have yarn left, which is a little ridiculous on how little yarn that pair of socks took. I'm trying to grab them all. Like, I still have, whoa! I still have a good chunk of yarn left. I haven't weighed it out. But yeah, I could probably knit a pair of shorty socks with the leftovers. But I am going to be putting, I think, some of my leftovers in a beautiful bucket. And if ever I want to do heels, toes, and cuffs, or because I really love these colors, I think that they're beautiful. And sometimes when you're knitting socks, or I may make later on like a fun pair of super scrappy socks from all different dyers. I don't know yet, but I do know that I want to save them because I just love them so much. Yay! Done! And it feels so good to get stuff off of your needles. And now I have a spare needle. Oh, I love it. In my bag, everything. Everything's done. Oh, just feels amazing. And I'm looking around. Okay, that is everything that I finished. I think that's pretty good for me being very, very sick. I think that's everything that I've finished and I've been working on. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. So next up we are going to go in works in progress. The first work in progress. Oh, no, I did actually finish since the last podcast. I apologize. I finished my Marled family mittens, and I'll post a photo right here. Both sets of mittens were done, and they are using Felici, so definitely take advantage of the knit pick sale. I finished those mittens. Now, when I finished the mittens, the girls were absolutely obsessed, and I asked them if they wanted the Amelia hat that I had planned for them. And they both said no. They did not want the Amelia hat because it would not match their Marled family mittens. They said that they wanted the exact same hat to match their mittens. So apparently Mommy now has to make the Marled family hat to match identically to their mittens. They're 4 years old, my twins, and they're very opinionated, which I'm okay with because they are extremely knit worthy. So if they ask for a matching hat, I will make them a matching hat. But yes, so I finished 2 sets of mittens, the cardigan, 2 pairs of socks, and an extra sock. I think that's pretty good for 1 month. Yep. Okay. The other pattern that I've been working on is the collaboration that I'm doing with Knit Picks for a big sweater project that I can't chat about or share, but just know a ton of progress. Like I'm almost done the body. So a ton of progress on that as well. Hopefully in the next few months, hopefully sooner than the next few months, I'll share with you guys all those details. The next thing that I have been working on is also out of Knit Picks. Knit Picks came out with a high desert wool and tweed. Now their high desert wool usually comes out, they have some in the 100 grams as well as 50 grams. So this is their 100 gram skein, which is 100% USA grown Shaniko wool. And it is soft. It is beautiful, soft. This one is called Lava Fields, which is pretty much a black, 217 yards per 100 grams. Absolutely love it. Very high twist yarn. I've worked with this in the past and I really, really enjoyed it. And they reached out and they asked if I wanted to knit up with their 50 gram birch tweed. And I said, absolutely, because it is stunning and beautiful. It comes in these 50 gram skeins. Let me grab the tag for you all. And it is 113 yards per 50 grams. Which this one is 89% USA grown Shaniko wool, 6% acrylic, and 5% rayon. And I'm in the middle of switching needles and it looks a little wonky, but I'm knitting a hat. If I can share it. So I'm using the Lava Fields for the brim, and then I am knitting up the birch tweed for the main color. And I absolutely adore how it's knitting up. I am thinking of making this just a fun free hat pattern on my website, or I might make it on Ravelry. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure, but I'm expecting to finish it probably today or tomorrow. And this hat, like, I love a good neutral. I love a good neutral hat. I love the speckles, like the tweed flecks. I love tweed yarns. As you can tell, my sweater's tweed. There's something, I don't know what it is about tweed yarns, but I love tweed. It's just beautiful. So I think look out for this pattern this week or next week. Yeah, I think it's just going to be a really fun basic. I'm thinking of making it and calling it like my basic worsted beanie or my basic worsted hat. where you can just use it with any worsted weight yarn. Yeah, so really loving it. Like I said, I cast this on last night, and I have never knit with black yarn before. Do not knit with black yarn in the middle of the night because you will not see anything. Thankfully, I cast on the black while it was still light outside, and then by the time me and my husband were watching TV, I was in the tweed, thankfully, and yeah, so I'm going to be making up a pom-pom with both of these colors together. I think it'll be a really cute, fun finish to the hat. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, if it's just going to be on my blog, if it's going to be like kind of both. We shall see, but I really love it and I can't wait to keep working on it today. The next project that I have on my needles is actually a sock pattern, and this is for the Dyer of the Month, which is a fun collaboration that I have in my Patreon group. I have collaborated with 12 amazing dyers to bring to you an exclusive and custom sock set each month, all the way till January of next year. And for this month of March, it is the Cozy Knitter. Now you must be a member of my Patreon group of the DK weight tier and up to be eligible to purchase these sock sets. They are not open to the public until the following month if that dyer decides to open it up to the public. So this month it is the Cozy Knitter, who is Christina, and is on her Bliss base, which is a 80-20 blend. And it is called Tropical Paradise, which is beautiful. Now I know you see me knitting this on my 9-inch. You all know how much I love Magic Loop. I'm trying to get used to the 9-inch because I do have it, but I really don't like it. I'm trying more and more, but it just really is not comfortable for me. I also think that if you are somebody who knits with 9-inch, you definitely need these stitch stoppers from Laura of Camp Fiber Yarns. These are her small stitch stoppers. You definitely grab these from her shop and it will help you where your knitting will never come undone, especially if you're knitting on a 9-inch. I thought these were just incredible. And this little stitch marker is also from her shop. So you can grab this sock set right now in my Patreon group. They have an exclusive link, a way to get this sock set that is not open to the public. And this one is only available for the month of March. And then we have, I want to say for the month of April, it is Artistic Lily, who is Ellie, one of my sweet friends. She has dyed a really, really fun sock set. So I'm really excited for this sock. I have knit a little bit. I am potentially getting my sock knitting machine this week from Dean and Bean that I've spoken about. It is a 3D printed sock knitting machine and it's supposed to arrive by Thursday. We are Tuesday and I am like beyond excited for it. And I'm debating just cranking this beautiful sock out once I can get the hang of it, because she did send with the sock set a really nice pink, and I want to say this is 30 grams. Like this is more than 20. I'll have to weigh it out. Yep. Yeah, the mini is 30 grams. So you have more than enough for heels, toes, and cuffs. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and that's why I've not knit more on it, just because I just want to see that on a sock machine, just all of the beautiful colors. And Christina, the Cozy Knitter, has a sock machine and she did the cuffs in the pink. It was so beautiful. It's up on her Instagram and mine and it's just so stunning. So I completely want to copy you, Christina, and also do the cuff in pink. So that's why I've kind of put a halt to it, because I'm waiting for that sock machine. And I just have this in a fun bowl from Knit Picks. So these are their wood, this is the two-toned bowl. I'll link it below. I really love these. You can just bring it around the house and knit from it. I just love also having it in my yarn room. I think it's fun and just having it. Yes, if you watched the last podcast, I am in my yarn room again. We tried giving the girls this room for a playroom and half the time they weren't in here. And I found my setup last time, I really didn't like the background and everything, so we turned things around again, and the girls do have some toys in the corner, and then my yarn's still up here. So we kind of made it like an all-together room a little bit. The girls, I will have questions. No, they do not touch my yarn. They know and they call it la laine à maman, which is mommy's yarn in French. And they know not to touch it. Like, the yarn is all the way on the bottom shelf here. They know that they don't touch any of that. They're very, very, very good with that. I have my Create Room cubby here where you can pull out the drawers and all of my needles and things are there. They don't go into that either. Honestly, the one thing that they really love is the keyboard of my computer. That they just want to like fake play. So usually when I'm done, I will pull out like the cord so that they can just kind of hit on the keyboard, and that's fine with me. Just don't touch the yarn. We're good. So yeah, so that is absolutely everything that I have cast on and worked on. But I do have 2 projects that I want to share with you all that I want to be casting on like this week. The first one is Whitney of MoonGlow. She has these cupcake hat kits in her shop. I think I shared it on the last podcast, but if not, I will put a photo right here of the cupcake hat. So when you buy this kit, you can buy the kit with 50 grams for the main, which will give you 1 hat, or if you purchase the whole 100 grams, it'll give you enough for 2 hats, which is what Whitney sent my way because I'm going to be making some for the girls. And when you buy the kit, you will get the PDF pattern as well as all the yarn to make the hats. So the first step, this one is the white, which is spun sugar. And these are all on her Merino DK, which is a superwash merino wool. Oh, it's beautiful. So pretty. So this is called spun sugar. This one is called brown sugar. I really, really love this brown. And then to go on the top, this one is called Paradise Pink. Now, if you want, and if you're wanting like another color for the pom-pom and you don't want the pink, definitely message Whitney. I know one person she had mentioned like wanted more of a blue pom-pom. You can kind of switch it up, so just ask her to switch up that beautiful color. And with that, she sends you some minis and fingering weight, and this is to make the sprinkles on the hat. So I'm really, really excited. I'm going to be caking this up tomorrow. As soon as I'm done the hat with knit picks, this hat is going to be on my needles, and I'll be making obviously 2 of them for the girls because you have to make 2 of them. So yeah, if anybody wants to knit them with us, I know Whitney's going to be making a second one for her girls. Definitely go to her shop. I'll link these kits below. They're just so stinking cute, and I know the girls are going to love them. The last project I want to share with you guys is something that was sent to me from my friends over at We Are Knitters. They reached out and wanted to send some kits, so I decided to get the girls to go on the website and to pick their own kit. And they both decided to choose this beautiful Smala sweater. And both of the girls decided to choose the exact same sweater, and I asked them what colors. And I love that We Are Knitters, their kits come with absolutely, can you tell the girls dived into this? Their kits come with absolutely everything that you need. I had never received a full kit from them and was really surprised, and I just so excited. Oh, sorry about that. That was my phone. Yeah, so you get the yarn, you get a pair of needles, the pattern, some stickers, a tapestry needle, as well as a fabric, let me see if I can find it, tag that you can put on your finished item. It is just amazing. And the girls decided to pick the exact same colors as the sample. So the yarn is called the Mary Wool, which is 100% superwash merino wool and is insanely soft. This one is in the colorway Sprinkle Fantasy. And the contrast color that is used is in the exact same base, is called Mustard. I am so excited to get these sweaters cast on, and We Are Knitters were so generous and actually sent me 2 kits, one for each of the girls. We got sizes 5 to 6. The girls are 4 years old and right now fit perfectly in size 4. So anytime I make a sweater for them, I try to go up a size because I'd rather it be a little bit bigger than way too small. I love that they come with the needles. It says warning, amazing needles inside. Just the touches that they do with these are just so adorable. This is the tapestry needles that it comes with. Comes the printed pattern if you choose that. More yarn. Always more yarn. And wait a moment, I'm going to grab the rest. And the last 2 things it comes with is these fun stickers and your fabric tag. So when you are done making it, you can attach that. Absolutely every single thing comes in this kit, which I think is amazing, and I'm really excited to make these sweaters for the girls. I know they will love them and wear them, and I love how soft it is. I even told Eric, I'm like, feel this. Feel the softness. The girls are gonna love it. So I'm really excited. I'm just trying to get a few things off of my needles, and then this is gonna be on next. So keep a lookout for my Instagram as well. I will be showing it on the podcast as I'm knitting this up. God, the colors, it's all rainbow and beautiful. So yes, that is absolutely everything I've been working on, everything that I want to cast on, and I am just so happy to finally film a podcast for you all. So I just want to wish you all very happy knitting. I hope that you guys are well wherever you are in the world. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything new that is posted. And also make sure you check out the giveaway that's going to be posted this week over on my Instagram. As always, everyone, happy knitting, and until next time.